Okay, here's an LG TV. I think it's about a 48, 52 inch size. I'm not exactly sure. Um, has no lights whatsoever, won't come on. Doesn't even have a standby light, which we should be seeing here in the corner. It was subject to a power surge. It's my son's girlfriend's TV, so she was going to throw it away. So let me take a look at it and see if I can maybe figure out, especially using YouTube, which is a great resource. It is the LG 42CS560, and it was manufactured in January of 2013. So it's not that old. So anyway, I'm going to take it apart and see if I can figure out what's wrong with it. Okay, since we're getting no lights whatsoever, we're going to take the back off of the TV. The stand is held on by 4 screws right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you take those off first. I'm just using a Phillips screwdriver, and there's about half dozen or more screws holding the back on. They look like this, and they're Phillips head screws. So I'll take those off, and then the back just lifts off. Okay, YouTubers, got the LG TV apart, and I've done some testing with my multimeter. And first off, with the power on, I don't have it plugged in right now, but the power cord plugged in right here. I tested the standby power, which goes over to the main board, and you can read on the side what the voltages should be, and it's like 3.5, and I was only getting 2 or less. So that told me that something's wrong with the power board, from what I've been able to determine by watching a lot of YouTube videos, and particularly the following I will reference because they were very helpful. But anyway, I went through, and of course I looked at all the cathodes, and none of them were bulged or cracked on the top, which is an obvious sign of a bad cap. And then well, of course, first I checked the fuses, and there's a fuse here on the primary side and a fuse up here, and both of them tested good. And so then I looked at diodes, and all the diodes except these two appear to be bad. A diode, when you put your test meter on, should read, I'm doing this with one hand, and you put the black lead on the striped end of the diode, and then touching the red on the positive end, you should get between 0.3 and 0.8 ohms. And so these that I've replaced are good. Here were the original diodes. These two diodes, both of them were bad, and their SB 560 diodes. I have another piece of electronic equipment. This is an old inverter, solar inverter I used, and it had a very similar, it's an RS capacitor, and it appears to be the same size. Even the gray ring is the same. So I took a chance and repurposed these, and it seems to be working. So I'm going to put the back on now, and let's see. I turned it on and it was telling me there's no signal. Before there was nothing. I got no standby lights or anything. So let's put the back on. Okay, I brought it upstairs and I'm going to test it out now. Power cord, going to plug it in. Try the remote. Okay, I see some lighting on the screen and it's on. It's telling us there's no signal though, and that's because we don't have it hooked up to cable. So I'll do that now. Okay, YouTubers, there it is. It's on. I've got it hooked up to my cable box. Let's see if we can change some channels. We got volume also. Yep, it's working.
With Liberator Medical's free catheter sample pack. There's the all-new compact catheters for women. Small, fits in your purse. The pre-hydrated.
So we're in business. Okay, so YouTubers, it's a success. Just replaced 2 diodes and it's fixed for the time being. So, Sold John, over and out.